よ、真相クイーンまた追いつ人かつて抱かれもしそこ俺が案内してやろう。深追いは禁物だ。
面白いもんでも見つかるといいな。
Satoru Gojo's domain expansion, and easily one of the scariest techniques introduced in Kaizen. When he activates it, both he and his target get pulled into the limitless itself, an infinite space that looks like outer space, filled with galaxies, black holes, and floating white fragments. It looks beautiful, but if you're inside, you're done for. Kids are not said that unlimited void is basically a guarantee to win. The moment your brain is slammed with endless information, every sense, every detail, every thought. All of it hits at once. The human brain has no way to process it, so it completely shuts down. Victims stay conscious, but they think straight. Inside the domain, the target's mind tries to keep up, but eventually breaks down from the overload. This is how this works. The domain doesn't need to physically hit the target. It attacks their perception itself. Their mind and infinite input until they freeze completely. But here's the thing. Limited void doesn't kill instantly. It's not a one-hit kill. It's slow, creeping death. When the brain is forced to process infinity, it doesn't just shut off like a switch. The body keeps functioning for a while. Their consciousness is reliving every action and thought they ever had. Gojo describes this as forcing one's actions upon them infinitely. That becomes their prison. It stretches endlessly because their mind is running millions of times faster than reality.
近い
The
な。
nervous system
いつでもどうぞ。
the brain burns out, and the body shuts down. There's no way out. Couldn't survive if they're holding content, but good luck pulling that off. Limited void is the pinnacle of the limitless technique. Gojo six hours potential. That's probably what the best service was made. That's so easy. The volcano-headed curse. Joe was covered up the Iron Mountain trying to keep Gojo alive. But the second when he Gojo's domain crushed Jogo's completely. Inside, Jogo couldn't move or think. He was frozen in place, overwhelmed by the flood of information. He realized just how helpless he was, unable to even form a coherent thought.
備えあれば。
as obstacles to stop him from using it at all. They make him Gojo try expanding his domain, and like Shibuya, to still use
使えるもんはいただいとかない。
The Shibuya incident was surrounded by hundreds of transfigured humans, while fighting Jogo and Vegeta. He could have wiped out every curse in seconds. Gojo
大したことなか
For
っ
that
た
short
な。
moment, Sukuna was completely paralyzed, unable to
いつでもどうぞ。
instantly destroyed the domain. Even using the soul to absorb the effects of Gojo's previous unlimited voids, so Maharaka could adapt faster. Gojo, who had been burning out his brain and restoring it over and over with reverse curse technique, couldn't go for a sixth round. Still, the damage was already done. Unlimited void had burned out Sukuna's brain, just like it did in Gojo's, and completely shut down his ability to use Malevolent Shrine for the rest of the fight. After using his domain 5 times, Gojo finally hits his limit. He drops to his knees.
道は勘で決めてもいいと思うぜ。
Both Gojo and Sukuna unable to expand their domains anymore. Gojo's infinity gets Sukuna's Shinigami from there. Gojo eventually pushes through the onslaught and fires off an absolutely devastating hollow purple, tearing through Maharaka and leaving Sukuna heavily injured. But Sukuna wasn't just taking hits. He was used Maharaka's adaptation as a infinity. Maharaka's first adaptation changed the nature of his cursed energy to bypass Gojo's technique, something Sukuna couldn't normally do on his own. Then came the second adaptation. Instead of cutting Gojo, he cut everything through space or around them. Using that as a model, Sukuna applied the same concept to his dismantle, creating a slash that didn't care about infinity because it was slicing through reality itself. That world-cutting slash split Gojo clean in half, ending the fight instantly. After Gojo's death, Ida Akatsu took over his body using Kenjaku's curse technique, transplanting his brain into Gojo's body, which eventually led Yuta to inherit Gojo's powers. When Yuta fought Sukuna, both expanded their domains. Unlimited Void versus Malevolent Shrine, round 2. Yuta used the same method Gojo developed, shrinking the barrier to make it denser and harder to break. Thanks to Gojo's training, Yuta managed to hold it for a while, but he wasn't as refined. When he used Hollow Technique Purple, the blast tore through his own barrier, collapsing the domain and injuring both him and Sukuna. Even then, Unlimited Void remains one of the most advanced and deadly There's another smaller mount between the two roof layers. Even the corners have short, tree-like stumps with gnarled branches, like something alive is growing out of the shrine. It's already horrifying in that form, but Sukuna can take it even further. When the domain transforms into its alternate or eldritch form, the shrine turns into a pulsing mass of flesh, horns, and teeth. Dozens of eyes stare in every direction, patches of hair-like appendages twitch across its body, and 4 massive horns crown its head. 2 huge humanoid hands hang beneath it, and a spine-like structure extends down from its back. It's the official definition of berserk. It's how the domain works.
お、使えそうか？
It continuously slashes everything within its range until the domain fades. It does not stop until the domain disappears. Sukuna is too much to take. The ability to cleave and dismantle. Sukuna chooses which one to face the opponent's target. Just as once you're inside, you can slice the corner. What makes Malevolent Shrine stand out from every other domain station? Simply caught you where you sure that can't be escaped. Sukuna skips that part completely. His domain has no barrier, meaning it doesn't trap targets. It simply overwrites reality in a massive radius. This unique trait creates a binding valve, because there's technically a way to escape, but in return, Sukuna is rewarded with a much larger effect range. The slashing attack reaches nearly 200 meters in every direction. This also means Malevolent Shrine can't be destroyed by normal means.
気張っていくぞ。
Sukuna The spirit was completely erased, not even scraps left. Later, in the Shibuya incident, Sukuna used Malevolent Shrine again during his fight against Mahoraga. He wanted to avoid hitting Megami while still overcoming Mahoraga's ability to adapt, so he narrowed the domain's range to about 150 meters. Inside that radius, everything was shredded. Sukuna configured his domain to use cursed energy and dismantled on everything else.
鍵か
The result was
探してみるか
Maharaga was severely damaged. Countless civilians were killed instantly, and even Toge Inumaki lost his arm from being caught on the edge of the domain's range. Each clash showing how amazing the detectives were. In their final clash, Sukuna and Gojo expanded their domains simultaneously. Inside the barrier, the barrier collapsed and Gojo was able to shoot in exchange, Sukuna changed the rules of his domain using another weapon. This tool it also meant that he had to risk getting closer. The third exchange was even more intense. Gojo adapted his domain to strengthen his outer shell. While destroying it, the battle turned into a war of endurance. Both domains lasted about 3 minutes before they collapsed simultaneously. Gojo's attacks damaged Sukuna's domain. After that, the sorcerers quickly learned about domains. When they finally activated them again, Gojo was slightly faster. The difference was less than 100th of a second, but that was enough for him to assure him to
Yo,
traverse.
大丈夫か
Sukuna was paralyzed for an instant, giving Gojo the chance to land a devastating hit. The damage left Sukuna unable to maintain Malevolent Shrine for longer than 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And his domain
いつでもどうぞ
the domain's protection, Sukuna's brain was leaving him immobile until he summoned Maharaga to destroy the domain from the outside. After the conviction, he tried to re-expand his domain. Sukuna's brain as mentioned, by altering his hand signs and using the damage from his brain, Sukuna summoned the domain again, maintaining his own barrier structure. This allowed him to include Maki Zeno, who had no cursed energy within the domain's plan. Because of his condition, though, that ends up being the last time Sukuna ever uses his domain expansion. Eventually, he's taken down by the combined efforts of the House of Sorcerers. Yuji lives in the final
再生まだ残ってるか備えがあれば 使えるものはいただいとかないとな まこんなもんだろう
Idle transfiguration. He forms it through hand seals made by tiny hands that sprout from inside his mouth. And once it activates, everything shifts into a dark, oppressive space surrounded by enormous interlocking hands. These hands clasp together in a flower-like shape, with countless arms stretching out and gripping one another to form a web that traps Mahito's target inside. The design alone makes it clear what this domain represents: complete control over the soul. Inside self-embodiment of perfection, Mahito gains full access to his technique's true potential. Normally, idle transfiguration requires physical contact to alter a person's soul and reshape their body. But within this domain, that restriction is gone. Anyone caught inside automatically has their soul exposed to him. This turns every living thing in rage into a direct target for transfiguration, making the domain's guaranteed hit effect truly unavoidable. Even a split second inside the domain is enough for Mahito to identify a person's soul completely. Nanami wants to
でもどうぞ。そいつは役に立つな。
Facing death inspired him to evolve, unlocking his domain expansion for the first time. When he activated it, Yuji was locked out while Nanami was trapped inside, completely exposed to Mahito's guaranteed hit technique. But before Mahito could finish him off, Yuji broke through the domain from the outside. This forced Mahito to come in contact with Sukuna's soul through Yuji's body. Sukuna beat the attack of Mahito to maintain the domain, and it collapsed while he fell to his knees, defeated.
よし、一丁上がりだな。
Self-embodiment of perfection again against Kokichi, also known as... It looked like an instant win as Mechamaru's giant puppet collapsed, but Kokichi had anticipated the attack. Absolute's technique charges someone to evade to cancel Mahito's guaranteed hit effect and fake his defeat long enough to strike back. Afterwards, Mahito refined his control even further, thanks to his battle experience in the transfiguration into one seamless motion. He used the short version during his fight against Yuji and Aoi Todo. Even though it lasted less than a blink, the domain still allowed him to transfigure Todo's arm instantly without touching him. Todo managed to stop the curse from spreading by cutting off his own transformed hand. Because the domain was active for only 0.2 seconds, he could avoid making contact with the
使えそうか？
touches their soul for him. Moon Profusion. Moon Profusion is Kenjaku's domain expansion, and it's as creepy as it sounds.
備えあれ。 Above them, the tower stretches upward with piles of bodiless heads stacked on top of each other, all with wide gaping mouths. The whole thing is stitched together with fleshy arms and branches that twist around like roots. It looks more like a curse factory than a domain, which fits perfectly for someone like Kenjaku. Once it's expanded, everyone caught inside is instantly in danger. Moon Profusion's guaranteed hit slams its target with a blast strong enough to match a direct hit from Maximo Uzumaki. It's not clear exactly how the domain delivers that hit, whether it's a spiritual strike or pure curse energy pressure, but the result is the same, an explosion that tears through everything in its range. Getting hit doesn't mean you die instantly, though. It's more like your body just can't hold up after taking that much force. The shockwave wrecks your insides, shatters bones, and destroys any defense you throw up. Once it lands, you're basically done for. It's just a matter of how long you can stay alive after the impact. Like Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine, Kenjaku's domain doesn't form a closed barrier. Instead, it expands straight into the air around it, merging with the environment. That's what makes it so hard to deal with. Special forces and barriers couldn't easily dismantle it because there was no clear shell to attack. The domain just... Kenjaku uses Moon Profusion in his fight against Yuki Tsukumo. When Yuki hesitates to open her own domain, Kenjaku wastes no time and activates his burst. His curse energy floods the battlefield, instantly overpowering her simple domain and breaking it apart in seconds. The guaranteed hit then blasts Yuki with a massive shockwave that severely injures her, even with her incredible durability. Taking appear right after targeting the very edge of the domain's effect range, dismantling it before it could finish her off. Moon Profusion shows exactly why Kenjaku is one of the most dangerous sorcerers in the series. It doesn't just trap you, it crushes you with overwhelming force the second you're caught inside. Coffin of the Iron Mountain. Coffin of the flames. When activated, it transforms the area in what looks like the heart of an active volcano, a sealed chamber of stone filled with rivers of molten rock. The walls and floors are split open with deep fissures, constantly spitting magma and heat intense enough to turn almost anyone into ash the moment they step inside, even before the character trap. What makes Coffin of the Iron Mountain deadly is its guaranteed hit effect. Once someone is caught inside, Jogo can command the lava itself to attack with pinpoint accuracy. Every strike from the molten rock is impossible to dodge or block, since the domain automatically locks onto the target's cursed energy and ensures that every blow connects. The heat alone is unbearable, but once the magma hits, it can melt through almost anything. Cursed tools, barriers, even reinforced cursed contact. But it doesn't happen in a flash. In his fight against Gojo. Knowing Gojo's infinity made him untouchable, combat tries to overwhelm him. The environment instantly fills with intense heat, but Gojo isn't affected at all. Not even his clothes burn. Jogo launches his guaranteed hit magma attack, relying for Gojo to counteract the release of his cursed energy to the limit, trying to bury Gojo in molten rock. But Gojo expands Unlimited Void, which completely overpowers Jogo's domain. Coven of the Iron Mountain collapses almost instantly, leaving Jogo completely outmatched. After that defeat, Jogo becomes cautious about using his domain again. When he later faces Sukuna, he doesn't even attempt to activate it, fully aware that Sukuna's malevolent shrine would crush his domain the same way that Gojo's did. Despite its raw destructive power, Coven of the Iron Mountain is a reminder that in Jujutsu Kaisen, even a lethal domain means nothing if it's up against a stronger one. Deadly Sentencing. Deadly Sentencing is the domain expansion of Hiromi Higuruma, a defense attorney who completely lost faith in the justice system and is one of the participants in the Golden Gate. His domain reflects his character in the most literal way possible. A grim court where judgment isn't just spoken, it's enforced. Must act in space If judgment finds the defendant guilty, punishment follows immediately. The kind of punishment varies, and even Higuruma doesn't get to decide which one is given. That randomness adds another layer of risk to the domain. The most common punishment is confiscation. This sentence takes away the curse techniques. If they don't have one, then it blocks their access to curse energy entirely. It can even prioritize whatever power they rely on the most. Confiscation alone doesn't care what it sees emotions lie open and defenseless. A perfect setup for execution.
俺が案内してやろう。行き先を選んでくれ。
This punishment almost always comes paired with confiscation. When that happens, the target person loses their ability to use curse energy or techniques. Then Higuruma receives a sword, a transformed version of his gavel. This blade is absolute. Anyone struck by it dies instantly. No exceptions. If a person has multiple souls, only the one found guilty is destroyed. At this point, the domain becomes a guaranteed kill zone. The death penalty grants Higuruma the power to end a life in one strike. It's important to note that this is the instant kill upon activation. It becomes certain death only after the trial concludes and the conditions are met. The
なか
target
なか
isn't
見つからない
automatically
もんね
executed just for being found guilty.
すまない
They die the moment that Higuruma lands a
お前たち
successful
に
hit
付
with
き合
the
わせてし
executioner's
まっ
sword. That distinction is crucial
もう
because the death
謝って
isn't
ばっかり
triggered by the blade itself,
クイーンを消滅して真相の調査で出回ることが多くなったからさ
domain automatically
ついでだよついで
however stays in effect.
けどよ
Confiscation takes
これだけ
immediate
探しても手がかり一つないってことは
until either the execution is
もしかしたら
carried out or Higuruma cancels it. But the
ちょっ
system
と
isn't
不
entirely
吉なこと言わないでよ
If the defendant is found guilty without confessing, they can request a retrial. Judgment can't deny it. This gives the accused one more chance to change
保護
the
シェルター
outcome.
の方にも
Though
連
that
絡してみた
rarely
けど
gets well.
該
Higuruma
当者
gained
は
this
見当たら
domain
ないみた
expansion
い
naturally when his curse technique
So-
was awakened by Kenjaku. His background as a brilliant lawyer
諦
made
める
him
べき
perfect
タ
for
イ
a
ミングなのか
trial-based technique like this. He used it
ねえ
efficiently during the
デイ
coin
ビス
game, taking out several players with pure
昔の
logic
ことは
instead of
忘れて
restraint. One of the most
私と
detailed
悪いっていう
demonstrations
こ
of
と
deadly
を
sentencing happened during his fight against Yuji. When Higuruma cast the domain, Yuji tried to attack him before the trial began, but his kick stopped midair and he was pulled back to his blade.
そうだよね何言ってるんだろう私
Judgment charged Yuji with
ごめん
entry
忘れ
into
て
the parlor while underage. Yuji guessed that the evidence would prove that he entered the parlor and then decided to claim that he only went in to use the bathroom. That
ごめん
backfired because by admitting
私
that
だ
he
け
entered at
今日
all,
は別行動になる
the evidence ended up
血
being
類を
a
隠し持ってるレブナントがいるって報告があって
which was enough for Higuruma to
そっちの
move
調
his
査
heart.
に行くこと
He
にな
pointed
る
out that Yuji's admission contradicted his
気をつけて
claim,
行ってこい
and
よ
judgment found him
飢え
guilty.
た連中は
The sentence
い
was
つ噛みついてくるかわからんから
since
な
Yuji didn't have an innate
こっち
technique,
のことは気にするな
he used cursed energy instead.
無事に
This
帰って
weakened
こ
him
い
badly as even his basic energy control became
それじゃあ
unstable.
ね
Higuruma took advantage of this and quickly gained the upper hand. However, Yuji remembered the rule about retrials and demanded them. The courtroom reset and the trial began again. This time, the charge was far more serious. Mass murder during the Shibuya incident. Yuji immediately confessed, taking responsibility for the deaths caused by Sukuna when he took over Yuji's body. Judgment
婚約者を探すことばかりに気を取られて
and the death penalty. Higuruma received the
あ
executioner's sword,
あナオミのレブナントとして生きていくってのは
but when he reviewed the
残
evidence,
酷なも
he
んだな
realized that the murders weren't actually Yuji's fault. They were Sukuna's. That reminder of what justice actually meant broke through Higuruma's disillusionment. He dispelled the sword and spared Yuji, marking a rare moment of mercy inside deadly sentencing. Later, during the battle against Sukuna, Higuruma used his domain expansion again. This time, he structured it to retry Yuji's second case, but added Sukuna as a co-defendant. Because Sukuna had been inside Yuji's body during the original crime, this setup made him legally accountable in the eyes of judgment. Sukuna didn't bother defending himself and immediately admitted to the massacre. Judgment handed down the harshest possible punishment, confiscation and death penalty. This should have been a guaranteed win for the sorcerers. The plan was simple: strip Sukuna of his cursed technique and let Higuruma kill him with the executioner's sword. But Higuruma made a critical mistake. Because of his inexperience with how confiscation prioritized his targets, he accidentally confiscated Sukuna's cursed sword, Kotoke,
私の部隊には
cursed
必要ない
technique. That
代わりはいくらでもいるから
advantage and turned the situation around completely, leading to his defeat. Despite the mistake, deadly sentencing remains one of the most unique and terrifying domain expansions in Jujutsu Kaisen. Instead of relying on raw destructive power, it uses logic, rules, and binding vows to decide life and death.
本当にいいんですか
The execution may not be instant,
適
but
合
once
者
the
として
sword
の
is
素質は
granted,
十
the
分に
outcome
理
is
する
inevitable.
あとは
Time
あなた
Cell
の意
Moon
思次第
Palace. Time Cell Moon Palace is Naoya Zen's domain expansion, born from his mastery of the Zenin clan's inherited technique, projection sorcery.
ここまでだ
To get how this domain expansion actually works, you first need to understand how projection sorcery operates. First, you pass down from Naoya Zen to Naoya. These techniques list 1 second in
Kenshin.
between or individual
Kansas.
phrases, like film animation. Using this system, you as the projection link. Now you can program this across those 23 frames and execute them within that single second. The result is terrifying speed that looks completely unnatural, fast enough to blur past even special grade curse spirits. While projection sorcery is active, the technique rules don't apply to Naoya alone. Anything that touches this palm is forced to obey the same frames per second. If a target moves incorrectly, basically failing to match the timing of the frames, they get frozen in place for 1 second. During that frozen moment, they're completely defenseless. Even a light hit can break them out of the frame, but the impact usually leaves them with serious injuries. When Naoya pushes his curse technique to the limit, he unfolds his domain expansion, Time Cell Moon Palace. The inside of the domain is a pitch black space filled with faint floating particles in a single fleshy pathway leading to a massive eye behind the caster. Within this eerie setup, the domain's guaranteed hit function begins. It forces its target to automatically receive films of animation frames injected into their necks. Once those films are embedded, the domain's rule take hold. Anyone moving inside must obey the 24 FPS principle of projection sorcery. This effect takes projection sorcery's mechanics and amplifies them to a microscopic scale. Instead of freezing a person's full body when they break the rule, the domain targets individual cells. When the curse technique hits, each cell in the victim's body starts following the 24-frame rule. Any motion that doesn't align with those frames tears the cells apart, causing countless small gashes and cuts to appear all over the body. The target quickly becomes paralyzed as their body breaks down under the pressure. Trying to force a movement makes things even worse. Limbs can be severed completely. The true horror of Time Cell Moon Palace is how it guarantees a hit. Once a person is inside, the curse technique automatically embeds itself into them, meaning there is no dodging it. The moment they fail to move according to the 24 FPS rule, their own motion becomes their execution. Now, your first unleashes the domain expansion after becoming a vengeful curse spirit during his battle against Maki, Hagane Daido, and Rokujushi Mio. He managed to trap Daido and Mio inside the domain, and both instantly had strings of curse goo injected into their necks. At first, nothing seemed to happen, making them think that the domain had malfunctioned. But when they tried to attack, their bodies were shredded by invisible cuts. Dozens of thin wounds appeared across their skin, bleeding heavily as they collapsed from the cellular damage. Mio was completely immobilized, and Daido tried to retaliate using the split soul katana. The moment he swung, his hand was sliced off, severed by the backlash of his own wound. The domain punished the reaction takes to blood. However, the domain expansion had he couldn't recognize the without cursed energy. Since Maki had almost no cursed energy due to a heavenly restriction, she was completely unaffected by the Time Cell Moon Palace's rules. She could move freely inside the domain, ignoring the 24 FPS restriction entirely. Taking advantage of this loophole, Maki closed in and attacked Naoya from behind, ending him before he could react. Graveyard Domain. During the Shibuya incident, Meimei and her brother Weebly encountered Tsurugeto on the Fukurushi Line platform underground. Fighting him directly, Tsurugeto summons the special grade curse, the smallpox deity, to test Meimei's strength. Without hesitation, the curse activates its domain expansion, dragging Meimei into one of the most dangerous environments in the series. The inside of the smallpox deity's domain looks like a graveyard. It's quiet, eerie, and covered with tombstones stretching across the area. The curse begins chanting, and a massive gray stone drops from the sky, slamming down onto the coffin. The coffin is sealed, and the deity starts the second count. The target doesn't die when the count finishes. They're killed by the curse's infection, a deadly guaranteed kill condition. Meimei manages to break free before the countdown ends, shattering the coffin and avoiding certain death. She takes a moment to assess the situation, realizing that it's been a long time since she's actually felt her life in danger. But before she crashes down, once again. The curse repeats the same process: coffin, gravestone, countdown. But Meimei breaks free for a second time. It's at this point that she starts piecing together how the domain works. It buries them under a gravestone, and finally, if they fail to escape before the 3 count is over, the curse infects them with smallpox and kills them instantly. The death isn't immediate when the domain is activated. It only becomes certain once the countdown finishes. Meimei realizes that the real danger isn't the infection itself, but the gravestone's weight. Being crushed multiple times could leave her immobilized, and that would make her an easy kill. She also noticed that the curse seems to automatically target the person with the strongest cursed energy in the area. 2 of her crows are caught inside the domain, and she decides to test her theory by increasing one crow's cursed energy. The curse immediately locks onto it and kills it on the spot, confirming her suspicion. With that information, Meimei forms a plan. She has Huihui take over as the main target by releasing his cursed energy while she suppresses hers. She knows it's a risky move. If Huihui gets hit by the gravestone twice, he might not survive. Still, he agrees without hesitation. As soon as Huihui's energy flares, the smallpox deity reacts and traps him inside a coffin. Before the curse can complete its hand signs to summon the gravestone, Meimei strikes. She leaps forwards and slices the curse's hands clean off with her axe, halting the process entirely. The attack forces the curse to retreat for a moment. Mei Mei uses this time to explain that Wee Wee isn't just there to assist. His real role is to counter domains. Inside the coffin, Wee Wee activates the shadow spells of Mei Mei, the Imperial technique to neutralize within a small space. This simple domain, Wee Wee shields himself from Eris's fatal sequence, while Mei Mei prepares for the final strike. The smallpox deity reappears his hands regenerated and ready to attack. But before it can act, her last remaining probe flies through the air and pierces straight through the curse's body. The hit is clean and lethal, completely exorcising the curse. Instantly as part of the technique, collapsing as the domain dissolves around them. After the battle, Mei Mei explains the full scope of her is light manipulation, which allows her to control crows infused with cursed energy. The finishing move she used against the smallpox deity is her extension technique, Bird Strike. It forces the control crow to self-destruct by overloading its cursed energy far beyond normal limits, turning it into a one-shot projectile capable of destroying special green curses. It knows that no one has ever survived a Bird Strike. As the domain fades completely, Mei Mei and Wee Wee step back onto the platform to face Pseudo-Ghetto. She is unarmed, but impressed by the power of the smallpox deity's domain expansion. Unlike most domains that deal direct physical or cursed energy damage, this one kills through a ritual of entrapment and infection. The smallpox deity's domain may look simple, but it's one of the most structured and inescapable domains shown so far. By breaking that cycle multiple times, Mei Mei proved just how dangerous this kind of domain can be. One that doesn't rely on sheer destruction, that's actual life and death is unbreakable conditions. Horizon of the Captivating Skin. Once it's expanded, everything inside it becomes part of his territory. Within this ocean-like space, Dagon's curse technique goes into overdrive. His innate ability allows him to summon aquatic Shikigami, but inside the domain, it evolves into a sure-hit effect called Death Swarm. Every fish, piranha, and sea creature created by Dagon automatically starts to target. Aiming, warning, no escape. The terrifying part is the target's point of view is Shikigami materializing right where the victim stands and immediately tearing into their flesh. There's no visual cue, no build-up, and no chance to block, since the fish only exists at the exact moment they make contact. That's how Dagon's domain ensures a guaranteed hit. The domain itself first shows up in a more relaxed setting back when Dagon is still a cursed woman. He uses it to create a peaceful beach where he lounges in the water, while Mahito and Joko sit nearby. Even Pseudo-Ghetto comments on how calm Dagon's domain feels, showing how in control Dagon is of his environment. Once Dagon evolves into a full and realized under spirit during the show's incident, the horizon of Captivating Skin turns into a full-blown death trap. When Dagon activates it in battle against Albedo, Nanami, and Maki, the entire area transforms into his beach world. Nanami and Maki are immediately bitten by an invisible piranha Shikigami, bleeding before they even realize what's happening. The auto-hit function of the domain kicks in instantly. The fish spawn the moment they hit, leaving no time to react. Dagon floods the entire domain with his death wound, unleashing countless Shikigami that attack from every angle. Nanami and Maki are quickly overwhelmed, while Albedo counters the guaranteed hits using instant implant secret art, a technique that negates the sure hit effect of domain expansions. Even with Albedo's counter, Dagon's advantage inside his domain is massive. Every inch of the beach and water is under his control, and his Shikigami seem endless. He pushes the sorcerer's back and nearly wipes it out until Megami suddenly expands his own domain, Chimera Shadow Guard, inside Dagon's. That triggers a domain tug-of-war, where the two territories overlap and start canceling out each other's effects. With Megami's domain disrupting Dagon's sure-hit feature, the sorcerers finally have a chance to fight back. Dagon redirects his focus towards Megami, sending two massive fish-shaped Shikigami straight from his body to crush him.
Boy.
Nanami intercepts them by jumping across Megami's shadow toads and slicing them
Big
apart
handsome
with his
boy.
ratio technique. Dagon is
Big
stunned
silly
and Nanami
happy.
lasted through Death Swarm for nearly a minute.
How are you,
Before he
big
can
boy?
react,
Big
Nobuo
happy
appears
boy?
behind him, moving at incredible speed
Big
and
happy
strikes.
boy.
Dagon barely manages to block the attack, only to
Everybody
find
loves
Maki
the
right
big
behind him,
boy.
destroying one of his eel-like
He's a big
Shikigami
boy.
with her weapon, Playful Cloud,
He's a good
while
boy.
Nabeto crushes the other. Despite being cornered, Dagon still holds the advantage. The beach remains his domain, and as long as he maintains it, any sorcerer inside it is constantly under threat of guaranteed attacks. But Megami reveals his true strategy. He's not trying to win the domain battle. He's trying to open an escape route. He knows that Dagon likely can use his domain twice a day, so he's using him to hit it once until the white domain. As a group of renegades, it only causes Dagon's team's position. We spread towards him as they all begin scoring in the ground beneath Megami, leading outside the area. Dagon realizes too much what's happening and rushes in to stop. But before he can be resurrected, Toji can reverse the interest in the domain. Toji's entry completely changes the situation because he has guaranteed demotion of the Bison of the Academy. Scanda doesn't register him as a target. To Dagon's domain, Toji might as well not exist. This lets him operate inside the ocean-like space. Every attack meant for others completely ignores him. He tears through Dagon's body in seconds, killing her spirit and shattering the domain from the inside.
It's time to talk about Jiren. I knew he was trouble when I saw that Crimson Chin bill. And the shit he did in essentially 48 minutes was crazy. So before we get into the first main fight, let's talk about the light snacks. That boy Jiren had to flex on him real quick. Had to show he's a part of the ball demons I'm talking about. Krillin, Aang, Kratos, and Megamind. Y'all get the point. And the first person to experience his power was Brolisha. She was out there putting Goku in the whole animation and even taking out one of the Pride Troopers. Did that boy dirty. Took him out and started screaming to let everybody know what just happened. And after that, the camera pans to Jiren's squad and they're just all posted up. Every one of them acting a phase of the power she's showing off. But you ain't fooling me. I saw how he did your dog or whatever he's supposed to be over there. You all can't be like that. There's some frauds up there who are not really trying to steer in the ones for real. But hey, I can respect y'all for locking in for the photo. Like Krillin, he could take a few notes. Jiren is standing there, arms folded, his eyes closed. Look at how he jumps off. Nah, he's really one of the dudes that be trying to make anything they do look cool. Because it doesn't end there. He catches Brolisha trying to off her own sister and stops it. The blast sends her up and he turns around, arms folded, hitting that legendary.
お楽しみの時間だな。使えるもんはいただいてくれ。
So the next Dorito bag was him. Bro was so irrelevant they didn't add him in Sparking Zero. And they be adding anybody. He tries to sneak attack Jiren, but he's very takes him away. Talking about stuff, I got this. But honestly, I'm still questioning y'all bros in front of him. He started off jumping behind him. Why is he over there now? The kick has him sliding to the rock. And this bow sends him fast. Kick how inside, slide over. Please, have mercy. And this bow's a real dickhead because he's just like, I got you, bro. Jumps up, does a whole backflip, and kicks him in the face. But Gofro had some IQ on him. He just like, fight! And then catches him like how he did move. This shit gave me PTSD. He slams him to the ground. And then like Jason Todd, Gofro, had him screaming like he got sentenced to stops him in his tracks. He's just like, he takes a couple steps forward and his aura alone is with decisions. This one sees that he's distracted and he uses this opportunity to escape. Jiren squares up and he tries to do his best Luffy impression, increasing the size of his arm, but the second he swings, Jiren takes a step back and pushes him away. Shit didn't even touch him for real. The force just pushes him out the arena and he wins like that. Then we see Goku watching shook, but we all know that's not gonna stop him. And hey, look at the time. They're up next. So at this point in the tournament, Jiren's teammates are selling him. I know a Cavs 2017 roster when I see one. Jiren and Toppo are playing like Kyrie and Braun. And it's up to them to make it. My heart and Kamehameha and Jiren's just standing there unimpressed. Who would have thought it would have found a flash that was no better. And there's that. And the Supreme Kai from the
Jojo ってとこか。
transforms, he breaks a barrier. First, he was hitting straight Warren. Second, he actually touched him, but then it moved him, and now his attack actually moved. He skips 3 completely. And he continues to do this with all of his attack. That gave him flashbacks. He didn't want to give him any more horror, so he stopped and backed off. He said, alright, bet, and starts yelling right in front of him. Jiren was so impressed, he looked like the anime Stephen A. Smith. I still had hope for him. They gave him that cool animation, the same one Vegeta had. And never had to stand up with Jiren. I'm not gonna lie, the last time they saw some shit like this, it was cool. And that shit did not hit. He starts it off with a punch though, started off strong. It sends him into the rock and he pushes him through. They come out and start boxing, and I just had to see if they got Vincent in this thing. Jiren kicks, he misses, punches in. Goku's stomach, tries hitting him with the punch and misses. Throws a punch, he dodges, and then connects a punch to Goku's face. Jiren dodges and hits him with the left, sending him flying off. And this is where the combo gets leaked. Jiren teleports and stomps him down. Then he kicks him back in, making him move at the speed of light, then ends him with a 2-hand slam to his gut. Jiren was really moving belligerent. He's laying there and Jiren teleports to him, grabs his leg, and hits his head on the wall, trying to give him that CTE. Then he swung his body around, and Goku is furious. Like, that's the dragon. Trying to kick Jiren's head off, but he dodges, grabs his leg again, and shatters him down. He manages to recover, but look, Jiren is already on that. So my son Goku had to hit the quick time event to narrowly escape. But he was fast to go on the offensive as he charges him with Kamehameha. Had Jiren off guard, but he ends up flipping out of the way and ran. That boy Goku was not trying to get hit with that grab animation again, so he started running. By throwing bursts of blast at him and then jumping away. Leave me alone! Jiren eventually catches up, grabbing his leg for the 3rd time and throws him down. And honestly, bro, I'm feeling bad for Beerus. His best player's out there getting cooked and the opposing coaches in his ear making fun of him. I would have put up the nukes right there. At this rate, we're about to get erased anyways. Who's gonna save us? Vegeta. Goku comes back up with a vengeance and Jiren is not scared of him. He just blocks his attacks and sends him back down. And they started the box throughout the whole arena. But keep in mind, flying is not supposed to be allowed, so what am I looking at right now? There's no way them boxing from here to there is all one leap. They had to go into the sky and Jiren hits him and punches him back into the ground. Shit was looking grim. Jiren was out there living Vegeta's dream. Walks up to him while he's on all 4s instead of directly on his spine. Yeah, this shit got Beerus on life support. But Jiren wasn't done violent, because then he proceeds to grab him by the hair, look him in the eyes, and tells him, it's cool. Gut checks him and blasts him away. And Jiren thought the job was done, so he had to do this Ellie on him. But Goku was still in the fight. He was able to hold on to the ledge on like Mufasa and get back up. Had the crowd hype as hell, but Jiren wasn't letting him get that one cold moment. Goku charges at Jiren and he tickles him with Bluetooth and sends him away. And this causes him to go to his last resort. He transforms, jumps up to a high place, and we all know what's up. The last time he couldn't beat an opponent, he brought out this very attack. He requested for everyone to give him energy, and they do. No one androids, and not gonna lie, his last one was miracle, and it was crazy. That had the family back on Earth. That helped Goku beat the strongest opponent in the tournament. He'd rather die than help him up his 1v1 record. I respect the hate though, but he's not all bad. As Reaper-Ann, the person who's one cheeseburger away from death, tries to snipe Goku, she was ADS and everything. But the energy Goku had wasn't enough. Goku was just like, not I and Jiren. Very well. I will wait till you're dead. Goku gets more and I'm not gonna lie. I'm straight up snitching. You telling me they're out of the match and they're giving more energy to help Goku? No, baby. I'm calling the Zenos to come get him. The ball of hope is finished, and it's time to see if Jiren got that dog in him. Goku throws it at him, and Brody does not on the muscle, which was sign number 1. Goku was cooked. It finally reaches to him and stops, and then we see him push it away with one hand. And that's sign number 2. He's cooked. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, and Jiren is like, let me use 2 hands off, pushing it back to end Goku. So he ups the Kaioken and it stops it, but it wasn't enough to push it back, so he had to hit him with the times 20, and then successfully wiped that nonchalantness off his face, and now he got a and every move that he thought could defeat him. And now it's over. He's getting put in that interstellar cutscene and gets eviscerated from a distance. The clown is just like, see, told you, ain't no one fucking with Jerry. Nah, no way.
壊れてからと思うとゾッとするね。
Just shut the fuck up. What that atrocious ass got? Restart, nigga. Damn it, Goku. I will not lose to a nigga whose hairline starts at the back of his neck, Goku. Get your ass up. Please. The ground starts shaking, and for some reason, Android 17, 18, and Frieza have one of the hardest
Get up!
A ray of bright light comes in. This lets us know Goku is small. And now it's time for him to face Jiren in round 2. He sets his eyes on Jiren, but he can't see shit though. Or blocking his vision like some dude with dreads. He rushes Jiren at the speed of light, and it has the crowd shocked. This is low-key some type of glaze because Goku didn't even hit him. Like, really look at them. You would think Goku hit him out the ring with that attack. Goku hits a flip and makes direct eye contact with Jiren. And that shit was making him uncomfortable. So he tries punching him, and he smoothly evades. Hits him with the spin move, and they both clash. Goku's gonna hit a step back into the pit, and Jiren knocks him down. But he's not concerned about that. He's so astonished at his power, he's just looking at his hand, and automatically Jiren to keep himself blazing. He manages to graze Jiren, and that was enough to sound the alarm. And the Pride Troopers rushed to his aid. And I remember watching like, nah, bro, this is really crazy. Jiren was beating him, stepping on him, and damn near killed him. But one small scratch really caused him to get jumped. Nah, the Pride Troopers got no honor. They try attacking him simultaneously, but this is for ease for Goku. Saw the both of them and started emoting. He finally got some people to cook up for a change. He catches all their attacks and tosses them away. And then Toppo started key spamming, uses his fingers to fire multiple blasts at Goku, but he's just walking through it nonchalant. This angers Jiren, causing him to hit the King Baldwin to stop Toppo from doing this weak shit. And keep in mind, he's not the leader for his universe or the Pride Troopers. So how you get it done like this, big bro? And nah, I had to take a look at this picture closer, and I'm shocked. You can't be the leader and not be in front of your own formation. All I'm saying is, Captain Yin, you not letting this happen. You may be stronger than him, but you don't got their respect. This is a violation. Anyways, they understood he had to do it himself though, Thanos. And Goku rushes Jiren, dodging all of his attacks, which is clean and all, but what did he do when he had the ball in his court? Nothing. Put up straight breaks. Because he starts attacking Jiren and gets each one of them blocked. They take it to the sky, and again, I don't know how they're doing all this without flying, but okay. At this point, Goku feels always an instinct running out, so he tries to end things. Hitting Jiren with that double Falco, and that shit made his legs look inflatable. And then hits him with a Kamehameha, setting him down. And that boy Jiren came out cleaner than ever. That beam gave him that full wash. After that didn't work, Goku does a Hail Mary of an attack and just says, hey, fuck it. Jumps off the pillar and does this Superman ass punch. And if we freeze the frame on Jiren, we could clearly see that he's not impressed. The collision with Jiren causes this big ass explosion. And when the smoke clears, we see Jiren is holding Goku's hunchback with one hand.
よ
He closes his eyes.
俺が案内してやろう。行き先を選んでくれ。
Lurking in the shadows, tries to sneak in mid-pose, but Jiren still wasn't caught lacking. And this moves us on to the next fight. It was one of those to watch out for, so when I saw him go straight for Jiren, I thought we were getting back-to-back big fights. He was able to beat Vegeta and Goku, but I know Champa wasn't trying to see this. And I understand it. Yeah, number 6. Other than it, it's straight role players.
源流の捜索のために結論の泉をまずは各地の宿るゲーセン準備ようロスティのうちに撃退する
Walks behind him and tries to help make him feel like that's it on straight defense. But that time gets the line, uses it to escape, tries to attack, and time gets it in. Goku's in the bad team, he gets this fight, and he's attacking. Now I found out unexpected thing. Shikana didn't help hard to see that he wasn't affected by the great shit. It teleports just to be up here, and he tries to leave him with time skip. It's really a fun time. He's gonna try something slightly different though. That is a double time. And then wait, try tripping here. He jumps up with the party flips, and his dumbass is just standing there looking up to get hit with a double hit to his stomach. Bro just likes taking free damage, I guess. It teleports in there was there at a minute of the wait. This is with the win race. And I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9. Because you go 0 for 9, that means you stop shooting. Makes him lock into the like right to the head. All he does is lose. The tag pushes him back. Here's the mistake. Thought it was checkmate. Like this, it should be over, right? Aaron starts moving and defying time itself. And this is the shit I've been talking about. Who's really be asking, how's Goku gonna get past Infinity to her Gojo? Like Dragon Ball characters don't even go straight. He gets in the show all the time. Its original plan was to keep him there until the end of the whole tournament, but it's clearly not happening. So he takes a chance and goes for the finish. Jumps up on his big ass for Sengon. And Garrett blocks his attack with a clear nod. But the nonsense didn't end there. As he was holding him to move his arm and crush his attack, escaping the prison. Aiden's just looking like, how? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to me. All hopes of him winning the fight is officially done now. I know Ciampa seeing this and is falling to his knees. During the action, it's looking like he's trying to bring up the knee round. Barely with an attack. Into the leg, crashes into the rock. Aaron teleports to finish the job. The last sets him up, much like his first pickup, and he hits him with the same angle again. Why? I see this could just walk through time now. Fuck this shit. After Jericho's 4 opponents straight, he asked top. So who's left to fight me? Just Vegeta, big bro. Vegeta? Yeah, wake me up when this shit over. Y'all got it. Understood, big bro. And you're probably wondering, hey, who got his card? And someone did try that. They were just too sorry. Right here, jumps at him, tries punching him, and gets marked off like Pharaoh. Over that. Let's take the walk of shame away. Well, let's get into the next altercation. So Goku and Jiren were running the once again, and it was looking like it was gonna be a round 2. But then out of nowhere, Vegeta comes in and starts attacking Jiren. He's not impressed. He's looking at Vegeta like, whose man is this? Put him on his He elbows him and throws his head straight into the ground, making him eat straight rock. As he's knocked down, Jiren ups the key blast, looking to take him off the arena, but Goku saves him by kicking him away. And then he charges right at Jiren and he gets the 3-3 down. Bro, you are not losing. The last punch pushes him back and causes him to dribble off the ground twice, in pain. Jiren gives him no room to breathe as he TPs and clashes. Then he bonks him in the head and peep how he does Vegeta. This is how you know we're reaching new lows. He's gonna go in running and gets hit with the back. Turns away with no eye contact, nothing, just pure disrespect to the prince. Goku tries hitting back with an uppercut and gets kicked away. Vegeta recovers by hitting the gate dog sit, jumps up, gets his leg caught and gets spun around and tosses him away. He lands and flies right back at him. Then Jiren hits the gum Galloway. But what Jiren doesn't know was Vegeta was studying this very attack and he sees right through it. I thought he was about to get Ultra Instinct, have me ready to switch up like KD. Even the punch itself wasn't even on Jiren, and he was looking shocked. Thought he was out there doing something for real. Beerus and Whis weren't helping either. They were talking about he's knocking on the door. But that shit was all cat. They had to change the animation for him getting his ass beat. Vegeta does multiple flips to make us forget about the slap. Chris Rock should have taken some notes. Vegeta fires a Nelly gun and he has to backhands it away. Then Jiren runs into him, looking like Cash Nasty posting up Kenny Chow in the paint, straight fouling. Jiren then punches him, and that shit was sculpting his face like some clay. Gets a clean hit to his jaw, and it was all going wrong. He goes into the air and snaps right back down, getting the reverse Kevin Gates. Into the edge of the arena and explodes. This shit had Vegeta looking crazy. Before he got into the fight, his fit was clean. Now it's all cooked. Even got a chip in his arm. And the way he was standing, I could tell he's about to start yapping. And he did. Nah, fuck this shit. I'm tired of you, Jiren. You're strong, 6 foot.
俺ロボットの熱い友人とコースに言いたいことがあるのか
I hate niggas like you. If you really like that, don't move a muscle. What you do? Don't move.
After that happens, Jiren does the most evil shit he's done all day. So the smoke clears, and we see that he's laying there pretending to be down. This makes Vegeta drop his guard down and start laughing. But not in his feet. Jiren teleports, completely wiping the grin off his face, and puts him in a ball of pain, just straight torturing him. Jiren just looking at him like, yeah, bro, that laughing shit now. And Vegeta just explodes. The next scene, he falls down into the floor, creating his own version of the Yamcha. Now, this is sick work. And of course, you know Jiren had to end it off with a back turn. Doing this in front of 2 Super Saiyan Blues is insane work. He basically called both of them a bitch. Not sure about that, but...
どうかした。
It didn't even stop there, cause look at the Zetos. Wowzers, Jiren is so cool and radical.
前にヤクモに勧められてためもう続きは読めないと思う。
The Bachelor? Let him cook now, give him a spatula. But yeah, you really know Goku not match when he starts using his brain. So for his first idea, he goes around using his to maybe, just maybe, get an opening. It doesn't work though, as it explodes and Jiren shows off his 98 turn. Jumps way up in the air. That's too easy for him though. As he punches for them and takes the last one and holds it like a frisbee. Look at that. And that's kind of like he throws it at the platform Goku's standing on and takes it all over. And Goku leads him to the edge of the platform. Then he tries slide tackling Jiren, making him flip over and go to the very edge. And now Goku has a friend where he wants him. Jiren comes back, Goku tries to punch him, gets his arm grabbed, and Jiren punches him square in the chest. And as Goku is falling, Jiren's about to go for another hit. And this is where he makes the high IQ play. He uses the Destructo Disc to cut the platform Jiren's standing on and makes him fall off the mat. That's what I'm talking about. That's that hidden IQ. And he got thrown in the stands looking like a proud father. Goku teleports, he says fuck you, and spikes him down. My boy Goku really thinks it's Smash Bros. But as Jiren's falling down, he has that inner Spider-Man dialogue. It's time to get up. Somehow makes himself light enough and strong enough to jump off this small-ass pebble and continues jumping off the falling debris like Spider-Man and gets back on the arena. That shit had me lost as hell, but hey, let's just move on to the next fight. So Jiren comes in walking through the extra landmines Goku placed to flex on him and show him that he got no effect on him. Not even the drip. Still clean as ever. That shit is some high quality fabric, gotta be made by Virgil. He then rushes Goku and hits him with the right, jumps after him, then Goku hits this, what the fuck? Yeah, bro, don't ask me what that is. But Jiren catches the leg and throws him down. And then he's just gonna get up close and personal for no reason. After that, he tries hitting him with the ground pound, and Goku creates space away from him. And Jiren really cannot stop flexing, because he throws a punch so strong that it made Goku lose hope. He transforms right in front of him. And you just stare at him like, now that Goku's guard was down, he just started hitting him with Bluetooth attacks. Got bro hitting Mr. Crocker, and then he gets slammed into the wall, doing bro greasy. Vegeta had to step back in with that low battery pose, and now they start transforming. Goku goes Kaioken, and Vegeta digs deep and goes Super Saiyan Bluer. Look at him walking up first, bro. He see the form. They start their joint attack. They were actually doing good. The attacks were pushing him back, but as you know, looks are deceiving, because they ended the joint attack with a final flash and Kamehameha mixture. And it connected, but it does absolutely nothing. And with shit like this happening, they had to add another member to the jump session. And I'm gonna save that for a part 2. Thank you for 561k. We moving. Also, I got a gaming channel now. Y'all know the first game I'm playing.
それじゃあ
Don't
気をつけて
even
ね
ask. Oh, yeah. So after the Prince laid Universe 11's leader to rest, it was now time to face off against Jiren, 3v1. He starts it off by just flexing in front of them, charging up, until he got Red Ore around him like Hardy. Shit was so smooth, they forgot he was flying. Look at how slow he's falling. I wouldn't be the one to get hung up on these theatrics. Get him out of here, we won. But just like NBA refs, they're blind. They don't call anything. and the fight begins. 17, Goku, and Vegeta all fly at him, and Jiren makes the tactical move of going after the weakest link. 17, get your ass out of here. They all back off and regroup to attack again, and they're not doing it like no Bruce Lee movie going one by one. Nah, it's all three trying to get a hit in at the same time, and he's just not letting. They're telling him to fight back, and he does. He punches Vegeta, elbows 17, and kicks Goku away, holding this pose up like he a Power Ranger. He goes in to chase Vegeta, but Goku key spams distracting Jiren, and Vegeta's gonna hit this. I'm wide open, I'ma let this fly. As Final Flash, Android 17 joins in, both getting a hit, and the camera pans to Vegeta hitting this. Did we get him? As pose. But come on, bro. You threw out the Final Flash. You knew it wasn't over. A part of IQ is recognizing patterns. Jiren tries to decapitate Vegeta through the smoke and rushes at him. And his dumb ass is sitting there talking about some not blocking or anything. So 17 has to come in, push him out the way, and save his ass. The block was successful though, but Jiren had to add the cherry on top, hitting him with the direct ki blast and pulling him. And after he was finished with him, you would think Vegeta would have some type of appreciation for 17 being a team player, but nah, he says this to him.
You stay in your lane, Android. I didn't ask you for your help.
Like, damn, why you gotta say the name Android like an Apple user? Straight slur.
Android.
Jiren turns to Vegeta like, this your mans? And he's just like, nah, and rushes at him. Vegeta was applying weak ass pressure, getting straight arm, and doing no mix-ups. Just giving out free block stats so he could up his badges. Goku tries to sneak up behind him, and Jiren turns to handle that. But one thing Vegeta doesn't like is being dismissed like that. So he's just like, hey, you dare turn your head away from gets sunned in 2 hits. Goku does the same thing, disappointing us all by hitting straight arm, no mix-ups. Taking him around the world, and Jiren tries to rush him. But Vegeta comes in with Ki Blast, signaling that this fight ain't over. Vegeta flies in and Jiren catches the punch and charges up to knock the Super Saiyan Blue out of him and sends him flying into the rocket. And now that was one off the board, Goku is his next victim. Goku tries to spin for Vegeta, but he gets his punch caught the same way, catches a 2-piece, and just as Jiren charges the final blow, he hits the instant transmission above him. And Jiren charges his punch again, negating the Kamehameha and pushes him away. It was just built to ask for the 2 Saiyans, but Jiren makes a rare mistake of letting his guard down. And 17 catches him lacking. He comes in with the Rasengan, and the impact was massive. But after the smoke clears, we see 17 on the floor and Jiren standing. I was getting ready to call him sorry, but he did what no one else has done in the last 40 minutes. He messed up the fit. Remember, not even Hick could catch him off guard, the master assassin, let alone mess up the fit. Shit, even thought Ultra Instinct Goku and his fit was intact. Same with Vegeta, it was intact. He was getting jumped and his fit was intact. 17 is not trying to see Jiren in the ones for real. He knows his metal body. So he jumps right to Goku, set up for rounds. 17 throws a nonchalant Ki Blast just for Jiren to block it with his flare, but he sees 2 Saiyans charging at him. Vegeta kicks him away, making this the second successful hit landed in this fight. They chase Jiren down, boxing him on ground level, and they take the fight up in the sky. As they're boxing, 17's on the floor, ADS and everything, and in the T-Move version of the Triton, he fires a blast, hitting him right tail on Jiren. And unlike the last attack from 17, he's prepared this time. So he blocks it and charges right at 17. And you know his back, straight Ki Blast and shield. Don't really know how he made it this far, but he puts up about 40 of them, and Jiren makes him look like straight blast. He was able to dodge the attack, but Jiren was through flame. Just look at his face through the smoke, staring at him with straight disdain. He throws the punch that hits straight arm, and 17 throws another blast, to which Jiren stays and nonchalantly blocks it, showing us that it's really light. They just tried something with the cover of Ki Blast, but it's clearly not doing shit. Not even tickled. So Goku's just like, hey, stop that weak shit. Let's jump wise blocker, which sounds like a good idea on paper. When they pull up, Jiren is too locked in. Left leg to block Vegeta's punch, and his left arm to block Vegeta's sneak attack. And he's gonna move that same leg to kick Goku across the field, and the same arm to bonk Vegeta's head. Look at the strike. They got Jiren like a one-man army. After they both fly away from the impact, Goku's gonna hit him with the signature, and Vegeta's gonna hit his nice final flash of the out. Their faces out of context. Not just a man. Look at them all putting their life into these attacks. And that boy Jiren is just chilling in the middle. Not even phased. He causes the finish, turning that boy 17 into a rough draft. Vegeta too, you're not safe. They both take the hit and fall out the sky. He's creating a crater in the ground. You would have thought 3 new Saiyans just rolled in. They're all taking a dirt nap, and that boy 17 looks like he needs a reboot. They need to let bro out of there. But they still have one last fighter conscious and ready to go. And his name was Frieza. He comes from the top ropes to kick Aaron and his don't in the Michael Jackson lead. sends him straight down to the ground. Then he starts throwing the most pristine punches of all time. You've never seen bro have cleaner form than this. He out there fighting like a saint. It doesn't matter though, as Jiren winds up this unorthodox kick, and that's really how you know Universe 7 is full to him. He's just out there trying anything. It says he got light speed to the moving rock above, because this place doesn't have Isaac Newton, so it may grab you. Jiren got Frieza spread eagle over display, and Frieza came for the royals. Shit like this just enrages him. He goes gold like there's a fight to be had, and he clenches his right fist with immense anger. And that man Jiren is different. He doesn't block him. Nah, he just glares at him to freeze him in place. He hits him with the gut check and literally smacks him. Making him hit off the top rope and slides him straight dirt. And I know that Halo signifies he's dead, but I'm pretty sure he killed him again. Jiren's holding this pose, and you know in his head he just like... trying to outpose him, so he gonna hit the flip off the rock. And now it's all left to 17 to fend for himself. Jiren starts it off with the key blast, 17 blocks. Then Jiren comes in for the punch. 17 evades, but while he's in the air, Jiren comes in to palm his face and send him to the rock. He hits him with a good check, putting that boy in a seated position in midair. He looked like he hit in reverse on the invisible wall. He gets into a car accident, crashing into the wall. He comes right back out, clashing with Jiren. The impact was so crazy that it started doing tick damage on the outside. So when this part down really shows up what Jeremy has at 17. Jeremy's gonna take his hand off 17, and he's standing there holding his fist out like he's still clashing. Like he's gonna re-grab with the same arm and toss him away like trash. Jiren goes up to start his finishing move, and he's really doing whatever he wants to say. And now he plays and the shape is going. He never knows what his hands like. He throws the key blast and it turns into a sun itself. And it's heading straight for 17. Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta's just like, hey, Goku, that's you blocking that shit, right? Nah, man, there's a 1 to 17. Damn, let me say my prayers. He tried using characters, but his raps were endless. He makes the ultimate sacrifice. So he goes ahead and gives his last inspirational words to Vegeta. Making him fall face first onto the slanted rock. He's sliding off, but you know the animators are not done with him yet. He goes back in, Jiren wins, and he gets punched square in the face, lying flat on his back, and he gets up with the meanest moves. I know at this point every Vegeta fan was behind the screen looking like this. They already know what's coming. Vegeta can never take a full L. Shit just gotta be overly humiliating. Vegeta goes back in to get his punch blocked, and takes him to his gut. Then he rocks him left and right, making him do a visible version of Shadow Boxing. And this is how you know Jiren is really sunning him, because he really gave him that fatherly chop to sit him down. No, after Jiren has the prince on his knees, you know he had to get back. So he catches his arm and turns around, and Jiren is just like, boy, what the fuck? And flexes his arm, and he just twirls to the ground. And at this point, every time Vegeta's gotten up, Jiren has looked more and more disturbed. He's probably wondering how he beats Taco. Vegeta's in this beat up stance, and it's like they're trying to show grit and determination like he's Rock Lee, but we ain't here for that. Jiren charges his punch and makes him fly off the platform. And here they go pump faking us again, because he gonna fly off, hit his head on this random rock, and slide off the last one, hanging by his boot. Bro, let him go. Vegeta tries to do the family method, mustering up the strength to get up, and rushes at Jiren. But he gets back fisted, and you know he had to hit one last weak ass final flash before he went out. It obviously doesn't work. He tries throwing a punch that Jiren catches, then he's just like, rip, and punches him off the stage once and for all. But I gotta give props though. He made one good last play. As he's falling off the stage, he's gonna do a no-look energy pass right to Goku. Look at this. Look at how far he is. And he hits him with that pristine accuracy. Goku looks down and nods his head in approval. thanking Vegeta for his service, but now it's time to lock in. He goes blue and rushes at Jiren, to which he weaves the first punch, and they scrapple. But it's clear as day that Jiren is not trying. Look at this Kawhi Leonard-ass expression compared to Goku after this fight. He goes into a backflip animation to hit with the handstand key blast. And the thing that really pisses me off is after that, Jiren rushes, and Goku hits the instant transmission just to get randomly hopeless again, as it only took 2 hits for him to get knocked out of Super Saiyan. And now it's back to despair. With Goku out of his transformation, it's an even greater mismatch. Wemby versus Kai Cenat. He runs in and gets his whole combo dismantled. Jiren weaves the first 2 punches, blocks the elbow, then blocks the knee. He hits a fadeaway key blast, and all it does is give Jiren another wallpaper. He can't keep getting away with this. Goku gets up and blocks Jiren's punch, throws on himself, and gets hit right in his rib. And Jiren showed no mercy. And in the same way he did Vegeta, he catches his face and baits him into 3 straight blocks. And knows this, almost selling the clip, and he recovers by punching him square in the face, and it has him looking all different directions again. So yeah, it was bad. He even tried going to the other platform, but all he was doing was delaying the inevitable, because he just got chased down and God of Destruction looking at mirrors like this. And Vegeta was kind of happy that he wasn't the only one that it worked. After he's done getting his shit rocked, it was time for Jiren to end it. Hits him with the flex, says it's over. And when the camera pans to Goku, you just see shades over his eyes, and you know what that means. He's drawing internal inspiration.
Dance for us, monkey.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty racist. Look, can you spot the racist character? The main character just got hurt really bad, and he's their final hope, and he's trying to summon the strength to get back up, and all his friends are like sending him telepathic messages of support. It's only like 11 seconds. That's real. That's not edited. This really happens in the show.
Why?
Because Frieza's fucking racist. It's one of those situations where there's a new big threat that's bigger than any threat that's happened before. So they literally had to go and resurrect one of their former villains. They had to go bring him back from the dead to get him to help. Because that's how strong the threat was. And the reason that guy was a villain was because he used to be an emperor in space and would conquer planets and keep slaves. And the Saiyans, the main character race in the show, when they're born, they have tails. They can also turn into giant apes. But they're not apes, they're just people with tails. But that was Frieza's way of being racist to them, calling them monkeys and just apes and all kinds of just monkey type names. So yeah, it's funny. Even in this moment, he's still racist. Fucking Frieza.
待ってろ。
This fucking place. This is where, when my game on PlayStation, this is where I could never get out of because it's a fucking maze.
迷子にならないといいが。一旦ここで休憩を取ろう。ああ、これか。握り飯って言ってな。携帯食の一種だ。まあレブナントが飯を食ったところで何の意味もない。
I don't know if we have mac and cheese, but if we do, actually, even if we don't, I'll probably go get some. So, how about fried pork chops, mac and cheese, and a vegetable for dinner?
I'm not gonna lie. Well, you know what? You might make it taste. So yeah, I'm sure.
Then what? Then who? Oh yeah, I will.
Okay.
Mine will be more of a southern fried pork chop.
Just as long as it doesn't taste like white dog.
No, I'm gonna season it the southern way, and not.
What even is the seasoning that?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's
I don't understand.
recipes that she uses from TikTok. I assume from white people TikTok. Well, the Caucasian talk. I don't know, but yeah, they'll be good. Grab some. These fucking dogs. See, do I have enough fucking runes for this goddamn gift yet? Oh.
That's my toy. Didn't hear that toy. That's my toy. Chomper. Chomper dog. Feel like I'm about to go crazy fighting that chick.
Yeah.
Did so good too. Been doing good. I can't clutch it at the end, unfortunately. I think I'm strong enough. I'm level 21. I mean, I'm confident in my ability to like be able to kill her. She's just.
I waited until level 30 to fight her.
Well, if I do that.
Like literally 30. I got outside of her arena at 29, and then I hung back and got that extra level to hit 30 first, and it was still really tough. And do what?
Did you make a new character? Because we fought her last night.
Nuh-uh. Oh shit. Okay, well then. Oh damn. Well then I'm okay. I'm thinking about the boss after her then. Well then, shit.
Because we triple teamed her last night.
Yeah, maybe she should.
I died to her when we fought her on mine, and I lost all my shit because I logged off.
I kept going for a little bit.
I think 21's okay. I can farm up. I've got a place where I can farm up about 2,000 to 2,500 a run, and it's pretty quick. I just have to do one of those blood trials.
Yeah.
In the depths or whatever.
I did all 3 of those too. I hope there's more.
Yeah, I've done the first one. I haven't gotten anything for the second one yet. Oh well, let's see. I think 21's probably good for her. If 30's good for the next person.
What's up, kiddo?
Teleport over here.
You down to go with her, Maya?
To go where?
To the Korean store?
Yeah. Right now?
The Asian market?
Okay, well, let me know.
Oh yeah, I guess the answer to your question is you can go with Maya. I don't know if I feel good about you just going by yourself.
That's why I asked right now.
Damn, this gave me 4,000.
Alright. I'm still using this fucking big sword too.
Yep, that was one of the first things I did was just systematically murdered everything and made my way to that sword as fast as I could.
I'm using that big sword and the heavy axe with well, it's the heavy axe, but it's got the fortification on it. So a heavy axe fortification +3, and then the Zweihander +3.
I've been rocking a Lost Bardish and the Zweihander. I've thought about trying the Sunset Halberd, but I don't like the way that it fights necessarily. Oh yeah, let me I'm about to stop playing the game. Hold on. So I don't want to quit the game. I want to save it. Because if I lose my data, I'm gonna fucking scream.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why you made a new character? Because you lost your data?
No. I mean, last night I was just goofing around, making a bullshit character and everything. Trying the game out, because I didn't know if I would like it or not.
Yeah.
But since I did enjoy it, I was like, okay, I'm actually going to play it. I made a character like for real.
I also just Oh, go ahead, my bad.
どの武器を
I
強
was
化
just
した
gonna
い？
say, I mean, I figured I'd go ahead as well and take the opportunity to see if I could make it to where we were at by myself. And
Yeah.
I mean, I did, so I'm confident I'm okay at the game at this point, that I've learned the mechanics well enough. Alright, I'm about to put on my multiplayer. Sending a distress signal.
それじゃあ気をつけてね。
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, it's all set up.
Oh, yeah, so I realized, like 15 minutes ago, I was wrong what I told you last night. I just got to the stage that is as far as I got on PlayStation. I am there now at the beginning of it. It's like a fucking maze. And I've just spent so much time wandering around in it. I'm not looking forward to doing that again.
I like mazes. It's fun stuff for me. Cat girl. Alright. Sorry, Chomper. I know you want to go outside, but we've been outside a whole bunch today. You'll be out for a little bit. Man, I missed the second one. Hit him with the first one.
I've been fucking around with the drain shit too.
Yeah, I like the drain element of stuff. I haven't really started like getting anything that I can do with it just yet. I ain't worried about her. Fuck her.
Did you get the item down there already?
Yeah, I already killed her. I've already done everything there is to do except for beat her. Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, so let's see. That's funny. But let's see. Should I use the venom resistance thing before the fight or once we get them?
Oh, yeah.
How long they last?
I don't know how long they last, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go beat this chick up. Thankfully, I don't lose a whole lot. Ouch. So fucking... Bro, she almost killed me already! So stupid, man. How did she afflict me with venom? I used a freaking thing that makes it.
Yeah, it's not. It is not foolproof.
Damn it. I'm almost out of here. Okay, use the other one. She got me again. Yeah, I'm dead. That's it. Cooked. Ooh, I can't believe I lived. Oh boy. Alright, now I'm truly out of healing items. And she spun around like 9 times. I had my block up the whole fucking time she was spinning. And then I was like, oh, okay, I think she's done. And I let my guard down, and then she hit me. Ain't that some shit? I'm so glad that we fucking killed her. That was skin of the fucking teeth, too. She's too strong, man.
Oh, this fucking place. Well, you got a couple of things to do, so I guess while you do that, I'll get started down here.
Appreciate the help though, because I would have probably had to get like level. You're right. I probably would have had to get level 30 to do it. I'd have been way overpowered.
Oh, there's the next boss. That's the one I definitely recommend you being 34. And I can help you get through the next stage too. Oh shit. Bunch of fucking big ass enemies down here.
This old boy was like, oh fuck.
I got a nice little selection of gifts. I kind of like. I switched over to the Berserker class, but I'm using the Dragon Lunge, Triple Annihilator, Firestorm, and Shifting Hollow as my 4 primaries. I got Health Boost, Sprinter, Strength Up, and Focus Stamina for my passives, and then for my buffs, I'm using Blow of Madness, Adrenaline, Iron Will, and Precision.
I don't have all that yet, but I do have Stamina Boost, Weapon Drain Rating up, Ice Buff to balance it for my passives, with Blow of Madness, Iron Will, Dragon Lunge, and Precision for my 4 of my things, with Royal Heart, Restorative Offering, and Reckless Abandon for my others.
Reckless Abandon.
It's a skill you need to have Louis on your team for.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I can't actually use it yet because I don't have enough whatever the fuck, but hopefully I'll eventually level up enough to do it.
I'm keeping Old Boy instead, Yakumo.
Level 24 now. Okay, so I'm supposed to go this way. Bet. Oh. What an annoyingly tough fight. The bosses in this game are a whole lot harder than the Souls games, at least so far.
Yeah, but I think it's just because they're kind of janky.
Yeah, I agree. If we had a better rolling, like a more fluid combat system, it'd probably be a lot easier to dodge that lady.
Well, and see, that's why I'm using that one move, Shifting Hollow, because it's just way better. It's way better than rolling. You fucking just like teleport. It's like Bloodhound Fang or Bloodhound Step, basically.
Yeah, I haven't really spent my time leveling any of my others. I leveled my caster up a little bit, or tried to rather. She put in a knife up here.
Well, I can help you with the next part too, because the next part is real complicated. It took me, well, it's not real complicated, but it took me a little bit to figure it out.
These guys are kind of like vampires. Oh.
I think I must be a lot stronger than I was the first time I played. Because I remember this being a lot harder.
Maybe they balanced the game a little bit.
It's possible. They definitely changed it. Or made some changes.
I would imagine they did some stuff for sure, and probably combat-wise. That's good. I guess it gives me hope for number 2, but number 2 will be good too. I know you don't have to. You really just want to go sniff. That be on various sticks. It's the dogs are often not. It's the same.
Dogs are fucking crazy, but I would hate to live in a world without them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be. It's weird because, like, I know that in some ways I would be a little bit happier without a dog because I know that I can just kind of do what I want to do and not have to worry about the responsibility of taking care of a dog. But even then, I wouldn't want to trade it. Because having dogs. Ugh. It's the only thing that keeps me from being extraordinarily lonely. Amongst other things, I guess.
Oh, I feel that for sure.
Yeah, realistically, I'm kind of a hermit. I don't really go out and do shit, except for go occasionally hang out with friends.
Shit, same.
I don't really go places and do things, so it's not like I have great prospects on getting in a relationship.
Well, you know my advice. Try online.
I'm not really interested, to be honest. There's a part of me that kind of is, but also I don't want to go through the rigmarole of having to like court someone.
Yeah.
Really, if like I knew that like the chances of it would be different. But yeah, that's right. You can skip those dumbass memory scenes.
そいつは掘り出し物だ。
Oh, cool.
I have thought about, because I have an extra bedroom. I have thought about trying to be a roommate or something, or running the rooms out, make myself a little bit, make things a little easier on me financially, and somebody else would be here.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
待ってろ。今行く。
If we didn't have kids, that would be something we would be interested in as well, but I have nothing but girls,
長いは遠慮したい場所だな。
so I just cannot do it. But once these girls get the fuck out,
あんまり先走るなよ。
Got rid of one of them so far.
見渡してみようぜ。
yeah, but she was replaced, so the number stayed the same. Get pooped on, dude.
そいつは掘り出し物だ。
That's cool. I want to check out this fucking assassin vestige. What are the assassin skills like?
There's a lighthouse. This place used to be like a water. Oh, it's a dock, a former dock. But this place used to be underwater. Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Man, I fucked up. And I saw an enemy, panicked, and pressed R1 not spell.
Yeah, shit, now when we switch back to Elden Ring, it's gonna be the same thing over there. Be pushing square, using flasks, trying to hit. In fact, is that a good idea? Should I switch the controls?
Damn, this is bad. Oh boy. Man, they're dirty in this motherfucking game,
Yeah.
son.
You get fucking jumped, hit back to back to back, staggered, stun locked.
Oh, dude, what? I saw this thing that appeared, and I was like, oh yeah, shit out of it. Started fighting him. Immediately, someone just started swarming me from behind. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Like, there was nobody there. Where did you come from? Like, I look out for that shit, because I know they're gonna do it. Man, I still get got it. Because they just spawned the enemies behind me.
上々ってとこか。 質より量。一旦引くのもありだからな。
I like that move he does. What is it?
That
よし、一丁上がりだな。
heal up. That old dude hit me for like half my HP. Damn! I got. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was hitting me? There's like a giant with like a cannon in his hand and he's fucking obliterating.
I thought you got to the fire guy, the fireball guys.
Nah, it's just a big purple dude with a fucking blunderbuss and he's shooting me from. I didn't know he was like shooting me at the time, so I just lost almost all of my HP in one hit. What happened? Damn, they've already killed all of my fucking regions, all 5 of them. Chomper, if you don't fucking chill out, bro. Damn! The shield guys are fucking god mode, dude. They're so incredibly bad. It doesn't matter what you use, if they put up block, you Just stop.
Yeah. Get fucked.
Whoa, whoa. Well, I ran into the fire guy. Damn! What a fucking dash attack, bro. God damn it. Everything I fight is like insane.
Yeah. This is games now.
Yeah, I'm in a bad fucking spot right now. I have no more healing items. And I'll bet that fucking fireball thing is in a minute. Well, thankfully it didn't hit me. I'm probably gonna die. Damn, I need a healing one.
大切な仲間なんだ。見過ごすわけにはいかないだろう。
Desperately need a Healy boy.
Healy boys.
That's right, Lewis. Beat the shit out of it. You are the only thing keeping me alive right now.
Yeah, having a fucking partner is amazing.
待ってろ。今行く。
Yeah, dude. I would have made it. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, I would have. Damn it! He hit me anyway! Lewis is sitting there killing the shit out of him, and he swings at me, misses. Lewis is still killing the shit out of him, and he just ignores Lewis and charges me and stabs me. Oh, fuck. Run. Down. I literally can't engage any enemy that I come across because every one of them almost one-shots me. I have to let Lewis be the fucking meat shield and like draw aggro, otherwise I will not survive.
Hell yeah. Hey, shit, that's the strategy.
Yeah.
That's another reason I like Yakumo. He uses the same two-handed sword style that we do.
Oh no! No, I'm dead. Motherfucking fucking pieces of shit, dude. Hate these motherfuckers. And their bullshit fucking tactics. I pop around the fucking corner and immediately a dude's just standing there with a fucking blunderbuss.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
And then another dude spawns behind me while I turn around. Yeah, I'm so cooked, dude. I don't have more healing items at all. There's gotta be one. It can't possibly not be. I've gone through way too much of the game for there not to be anything.
Good walk?
Oh, here, dude.
Yeah.
Where's the Healy boys?
Yeah, I need a grace.
That's what I'm looking for. I need one bad. I needed one like fucking 10 minutes ago, and I still can't find one. Good thing I can one-shot everything. I just slid off. Oh well, it worked out. Not running one is fuck that. I'll fall off again. I'm losing my mind. Sorry for having to get bucket on purpose. Way too damn pushy. Motherfucker! No! That dude came out of nowhere and almost one-shot me. There's two of my healing items. Oh man, everything hits so goddamn hard. I need more defense. Bad.
Probably leveling up your armor will do it. You can do +3 with the
Son of a
materials.
goddamn bitch. Fucking came out from the left and stabbed me from the Just can't get over it, how hard everything gets. Ugh. It wouldn't be so bad if everything felt more fluid, but it's so janky it's hard to avoid attacks.
Yeah.
Really, I'm just fucking garbage. I haven't gotten good yet. Alright, let me heal. The boys have gotten a lot more stingy with drops. Oh yeah, you're right. There's a lost shard. Alright. Yeah. Well, I'm out of healing items.
Okay, follow me and we'll unlock the next grace.
You don't get jumped by nothing. You know? Okay, good. You look like a normal dude. Oh, right down here. I could have made it here earlier. Well, I probably would have died to that dude, honestly. Alright! Yay! No healing! Yay!
Yeah, let me kill this guy and then we can refresh. Oh, and there's an item right here too. Oh, that's right. He jumped down. We killed him.
The dude was supposed to be up here?
Yeah, but if you engage those guys down there, he'll jump down.
Alright, let me hit this healing. What? Oh, I thought I was glitched. I was about to say, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I get level 28. That doesn't really do much for my HP.
You crazy puppies.
I can't teleport. Teleporting isn't allowed here, apparently. Weird. Why can't I teleport? Oh, I know why. Multiplayer, I'm gonna cancel my stress. I still haven't finished the Ruined City Center. I'm only 83% complete with it.
Yeah, you'll go back there after you finish this stage, because that's how you get to the next stage, is from the Ruined City Center.
Okay. Let me go home base.
Oi, oi. ビビってるのか?
I need to see if I can level up my armor.
You probably have so much Queen's Iron.
haven't
Your-
leveled anything up at all.
Your
You
weapons, yeah, your weapons, your armor, you can get both of those to +3.
Okay, so 3 is the max.
Oh, then you start needing a.
Anyway.
Yeah,
見通しが悪いな。
I haven't found where to get that shit yet.
Damn, why can't I wear any other armor except for that?
納得いくまで準備しな。
You do not meet the stat requirements to effectively wield this item. What the fuck?
Yeah, because of your blood code.
Berserker's apparently trash because Prometheus can wear it.
Well, Berserker is just features strength and endurance, so it's best for that build that you.
Well, it said something about, wearing heavy armor, but I ain't found none of that shit yet.
I think the Queen's Thorn or whatever that was called is the heaviest I have found.
Let's see, upgrade Blood Veil. Yeah, Queenslayer Thorn's what I'm using. Honestly, the Queenslayer Claw is probably a little bit better. What's better? Well, it's better with my gifts, but it isn't really necessarily better with Drain Attack. It's way worse with Drain Attack, actually. Physical -9. Honestly, yeah, I'd say this one's a little bit better. Not much, but. Alright, +3. Alright, all my shit's +3. That's nice.
Good, good.
水に足を取られるなよ。
Should continue.
Sa 先行くか。 使えそうか。
Here comes Chomp. Buddy. Why do you always pick when I'm playing video game when I start playing? I haven't been playing that long. Why do you always pick when I start playing video games to want to go outside every 5 seconds?
このレバー何かあり
I
そう
was cleaning the house, you didn't want to go outside.
He's like, oh, that's gay. Wow.
Something like that.
They just put a fucking hole there that you can just fall to your death through with no indication.
Wow, that's fun. I'm not
is-
surprised.
Homosexual.
よかったな。
This game is absolutely full of that nonsense. It's not the good kind of gay neither. Where two men fuck each other and hate people. Or whatever it is.
肩の力抜きな。
So you legit have to stare at the ground as you walk through this area. Ah, God damn it!
It got fallen again, huh?
お目覚めか
Okay. Try that again.
足が取られるな
Ooh, I wonder if those things will come in handy now.
That's one of the big boys. Let's see. I should be able to take them. Oh, no, wasted my ability. Ah! Oh, I was fighting one of those big, like, long-nosed dudes.
崖っぷちに行かなら大丈夫
I went to swing at him and he went to, like, dodge me. And he just dodged off the fucking cliff.
Good, fuck that guy. Okay. No!
Damn.
調子悪い時は誰でもある気にすんな
Riot Breaker plus 3. Wow.
長いは遠慮したい場所だな
Oh, damn, I didn't roll. I got 17,000. Hey.
足元見てるとかえって危ないぞ
That is a lot.
Really don't have to be awkward. I'm up to level 28.
不安にならなくて
I'm
よ
gonna
か
chill
っ
with
た
this
な
missile. And I'm gonna walk my dog right quick. So I'm gonna
敵を見つけた
Yeah.
いきなり突っ込んだよ
Maybe this is.
Nice.
使えるもんはいただいとかないとな 隅に追い込まれたよなんとかなったな安全に進めるようになったか鍵がいるのか
Eagle key. Interesting.
あんまり先走るなよ
I
であればってな。足が取られるな。待ってろ、今行く。とりあえず必要なら登ってみるか。いつでもどうぞ。大したことなかったな。狭い。
しまった。
嫌だ。
So, why do you do this creative weekend and make everything hard?
いつでもどうぞ。使えるもんはいただいとかないとな。すまん。
You're back.
What is this?
よーし。
Someone I don't
Hey,
know sent me a text message. You can stay there and crack because we're staying at Diamonds. It's all you, bro. Let me get you some practice to pull out game. Let me get you some practice to pull out game. What the fuck?
ここなら一休みできるな。
They really need to do better with it.
足音気をつけろ。
When they gave, I changed my number. When they gave me this number, apparently the person who had it before me didn't tell anybody to change the number at all. So for the longest time, I was getting like 30 text messages a day from people, and I had to slowly go through and tell people, hey, they changed their phone.
Right.
And occasionally, it's rare, but every so often I'll
Kaiju
get a
dekita
text
na.
message from someone that I'm guessing was, friends with the reform or something.
And the process begins again.
長いは遠慮したい場所だな。
Right?
チッ、ローストがいるな。備えあればってな。 でもどうぞ。
What the fuck?
使えそうか。
Whatever that place is called, an Olive Garden.
Olive Garden?
Good riddance though, because Johnny Carino's had the most bland fucking sauce I've ever had in my life.
I forgot about
It was
Johnny
like a can
Carino.
of Chef. It was like Chef Boyardee or something. It was so bland. I ain't surprised. I'm surprised more that it took that long, because that place has been open, I know for sure, since I was in high school. Alright, let's see. I think I've done everything I need to do. Oh, I've already got my distress signal somehow.
Okay, cool. Let me kill this thing real quick.
備えあれば。
Man, that thing is strong. It's like a little mini boss.
Yeah, some of these little boys, it's tough. Low key, what I really want is some Buffalo Wild Wings. But that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Because it ain't really enough just to get Sundays. It would literally be. Oh shit, look, they got a Vampire Slayer sauce. It must be garlic.
Man, I fucking hate this place.
Let's see. For 10 boneless wings, it would be $15.30.
That'd be like probably at least 20 bucks up here.
So y'all are about a quarter more than what we are roughly.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yep, 10 boneless wings is
On
$15.29.
DoorDash?
Yep, before you add any kind of delivery fee, which the delivery fee is like 29 cents.
You said the 10 piece?
Yep, 10 piece.
Bone in or
$15.
boneless?
Boneless. I don't eat bone in. Because I'm a child, and when bone touches my teeth, it makes me gag.
What is that under wings?
Yep. I'm curious. I want to know what's the price difference here. Because we got one of the better costs of living in the country, at least as far as like the price of things.
Okay, so to do 10,
そろそろ行こうぜ。
oh, I gotta make selections.
Let's see, I'll do that too. I'm gonna pick the Vampire Slayer, and fuck it, I'm gonna pick the blue cheese. In fact, I'm gonna get 2 blue cheese. Yep, $15.29.
23.77.
Holy shit, $8 and some change more.
Yes, sir.
That sucks. I hate that y'all's prices are so damn high. That's crazy. And 10 boneless wings ain't even enough. Like, that's why I don't order from there, man. Like, I could order 10 boneless wings for, by the time everything's all said and done, $20, $22, something like that. Or I can go to the Walmart right next door and I can get a bag of boneless wings for like $8. They may not be as good as Buffalo Wild Wings is, but I mean, it's still boneless wings. Yeah, there ain't no way I'm doing that. Maybe back when I worked at Procter & Gamble, but I don't make money like that anymore. I'm down like $700 a month for leaving there.
Yeah.
The factory job paid good, but ugh, it wasn't worth it. If I'm being honest, it wasn't the work or nothing like that. Although some of it was repetitive and dull as shit. It was them being so fucking pushy all the time. I didn't like having someone over my shoulder every second of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely can break a job.
We had a good crew though. Like our line, everybody was pretty cool. It just, you never really knew when someone was going to be over your shoulder talking about something. Have you done your step-up cards yet? Have you done this? Have you done that? You need to do it. Bro, I got to make this line run, my guy. Like, what? I ain't got time to do this and do that at the same time. Well, everybody else does it. Yeah. But at the same time, you see how their lines run like shit.
Yeah. And if
Our
that's,
line runs good because we don't step away and do bullshit. Steaks on here. Ugh. You know these places need to get some good steak. Huh, Buffalo Wild Wings again, but this time for burgers. Why is Taco Bell under the Italian list? What the fuck? I wish our Church's chicken was good, because I'd like to try it. I don't know that I've ever had Church's chicken.
that's my favorite place. Their spicy chicken's really good.
I've heard mixed things about them here. The 3-piece is the number 2 most liked, but it's expensive as fuck. Offers. Why does nobody have a good tender? It's like a 5-piece tender ain't shit. I need something I can eat on for the rest of the day. 15-piece tenders, that's way too much. There's a 10-piece tenders, that's reasonable. $30 looking at. Golden Corral, why the fuck would I order from an all-you-can-eat buffet and I don't get the all-you-can-eat part?
Yeah, right.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never liked places like that too much. The food's all basically cafeteria food. Although, to be fair, I've never seen a cafeteria that serves steak.
It just depends. I used to really love Golden Corral back in the day.
I've been there twice, I think, to this one, actually. And, yeah, I mean, it's okay. Some of their stuff is good, some of it's eh. What cookies do they have for the week? Oh, it's still the same ones from last week. A cookie dough cookie, please. Come on. Let's get real. can get 20 McNuggets for $8. Fuck that. What I do in the bone enemies now. Shit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I had no idea. I was sitting here looking at this, deciding what I'm gonna eat.
I'm just
Are you on
killing
top
stuff.
or you? Shit, gosh. Mikado sucks now. It used to be good, but somebody else took it over and their food quality has gone to shit. That was the only good fucking sushi place we had. Too. That's too damn bad.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn. What happened?
I fell off the edge.
Oh, whoops. Oops.
今日も頼むな。
Okay, I gotta hop off for a bit because it looks like my girl needs my help with something. But I will be back.
Alright, that works out. So I'm gonna be here for like at least another 10 minutes ordering shit.
Alright, brother. I'll be back later.
Yep. See you here in a little bit.
Alright, man. Saints up, bro.
Alright, saints up.